Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, welcome back to English class. This is your Prasad Jarli sir, a new English teacher for the remaining academic year. So student, today we are going to begin with the second stanza of the poem If, which is written by Rudyard Kipling. It is written by Rudyard Kipling. So student, see towards the board what we have made there over it. First we have the section number C and the poem is If, which is written by Rudyard Kipling. So student, this is a part 2 of the poem If. Okay. In the previous part, what we have discussed? We discussed the stanza number 1 of the poem If. So here what you are seeing, which is written here on the board, it is a glossary, a poetic devices, a poetic summary, what we are going to read here in this stanza. So student, before beginning the second stanza of the poem If, let's quickly revise what we have read in the previous video and what we have discussed in the previous video. So student, the poem If, written by Rudyard Kipling. Who is he? He is a great poet, a good poet who have written many extract, many short stories, even the beautiful poems, a memorable poems you can see there as an example of If. In this poem, the Rudyard Kipling playing the role of father, and he is writing this poem to his son, and he is telling, my son should grow and develop his career in such a positive and good way, in a good path. So he shouldn't be get diverted by any other evil of his life. So this is what he wants to bring, okay, in the life of his son by motivating and inspiring him in every turning point of his life. Whose life? His son's life. In the first stanza, we have discussed how the poet Rudyard Kipling written such a beautiful lines, okay, to his son, and he is telling, my son should grow in such a better manner. My son should taught a good lesson. He shouldn't be get diverted by the bad things of his life. He should talk with politely, and he should be hard worker, a punctual, he should be talented, he should be intelligent. All the qualities there should be inculcated in my son with the help of this poem If. Now the poet is telling, my son should grow in such a good manner. He should be taught in such a positive way, and he should be given a very significant and important knowledge of the life. Now he is telling, my son should behave equally with the friends, even with the enemies, but he should be beware about his enemies. If he speak truth, then his quality should be maintained properly. He shouldn't speak lie. If he falls in the conflict, if he falls in that situation where everyone blames him, hey, you are the one who is responsible for this, then he shouldn't give up his willpower. He should face that situation which is not true, which is untrue, and he should face that situation rigidly and firmly, and he should prove himself. So they give this kind of strength, this kind of power to my son, that he can face the whole mass where everyone used to blame him for his wrong activity. So student, this is what we have learned in the previous stanza. And one more beautiful thing, in the life of every small children, even of the adults. So everyone are start predicting themselves that we are the good persons. I know everything. No one is here in this universe who can taught me, because I am a masterpiece in any field. So don't be like that. My son should learn in every span of time. He should respect his teachers. He should respect his elders. He should respect his parents. He should respect his friends, whoever giving him a knowledge which is correct. And he is telling, being a good, intelligent and talented person, there shouldn't be an attitude in my son. My son should behave in such a polite, in a simple manner. So simplicity and lucidity should be there in my son's mind and heart, and it should be there in the personality of my son. This is what the poet had written, such a beautiful extract, such a beautiful stanza for his son, and he is motivating him. So student, this is all about the first stanza. So let's begin what we are going to discuss in the second stanza. So student, I would like you to say you that please open your textbook and come there on the page number, yes, the page number 43, and there you will get know about the stanza. So student, wait for a while. We will begin with the poem. Yes, so here we have the stanza number second. Yes, so come there on the page number 43. Yes, so it is section C, poem F, which is written by Rudyard Kipling. So we have discussed the warm-up activity in the beginning of the first stanza. So let's begin with the second. So student, here I am narrating the poem, the second stanza of the poem F. So you should narrate with me wherever I am reading it out here. So you should take care about this. So put your index finger tip over the textbook wherever I am reading here. Understood? So let's begin. Second stanza. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stop and build them up with worn out tools. So student, the second stanza consists of 8 lines. How many lines? 8 lines. So this stanza is very meaningful. It is very interesting. So let's read once again. So student, I repeat once again, please everyone recite with me. So everyone should recite and narrate the poem behind me. Okay, so let's begin. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stop and build them up with worn out tools. So students, such a beautiful and the easy stanza, which is second one. So student, let's discuss about this stanza briefly. The first 2 lines, if you can dream and not make dreams your master. Now the father is telling and he is advising to the son with the help of the poem what he had written. Hey my son, I know you are a good student. You are a good child. And you have many ambitions, many aims, many goals in your life, what you want to achieve it. But for achieving your goals, aims and ambitions, you should dream. Yes or no? You should dream. If you dream positively, you are going to achieve your goal in such a span of time. If you dream somewhere negatively and neutrally, then it will take some time. So you have a right, you have an opportunity, you have a full freedom and liberty to dream about your goals, about your hobbies, about anything. But here the father is giving a warning to his child. My dear child, but don't make those dreams what you are seeing in nights and day become the master of your life. If dreams becomes a master of your life, then dreams make you to be there in the dream all corner, all throughout the life. This is what here the poet is telling. Let's discuss the second line. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. Now the poet is telling, if you can think but not make thoughts your aim. Yes, it is obvious that everyone used to think. If you want to do any activity, do any work. For example, I given one assignment to you to do. Yes, so you have to watch over that assignment, what the sir had given. Then you will get know about the topic. So this is a topic. Then you start thinking about that topic. What should I have to do? Shall I have to do this or shall I have to do this? Yes, a thinking will become in your mind, a thoughts will generate in your mind, then there will be clashes in between the thoughts. If there are 4 to 5 thoughts, okay, then what happens is this is the pattern or this one is the pattern, then choices will come. So in everyone's life there is a thought, there is a thinking skills. So you should utilize those thinking skill for the betterment of your future, for the betterment of your life. This is what the poet is telling to his son. Hey my son, hey my child, you should think because you have a right, you have a freedom, you have a liberty, you are free to think anything, but don't make thoughts the aim of your life. Don't make the thought the aim of your life, because human being is a life. He is a or she is a such kind of being where plenty numbers of thoughts will come and go, come and go, come and go, because our mind tendency is too good. Human beings throughout the life, they think and think, but one day what happens, they become the follower of their thoughts. Whatever they think, they are going to do it without any assumptions, without any knowledge. So it shouldn't happen with you. This is what the poet is telling to the son. All right, now let's discuss the third line of the second stanza. If you can meet with triumph and disasters. Now if you can meet with triumph. So student, what is the meaning of the word triumph, which is given there on the line number 3 of the second stanza? Triumph means achievement. Triumph means, yes, triumph means achievement. Triumph means winning nature. Triumph means accomplishment. Triumph means, okay, achieving all throughout the life and becoming a big person. Or triumph means it seems that you are running in the 100-meter race and you became first and you came first. So it is called triumph. And what do you mean by disaster? Disaster is a turning point of our life. Disaster may be a bad or maybe a good. Disaster may be a very cruel or maybe very fantastic. So disaster can be anything. So here in the stanza, the poem is telling through lines, hey my son, you will meet with the triumph, you will meet with the disaster. both of them should be treated equally. Both of them should be treated equally. Let's read that line also. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. So student, here the poet used the word impostors. What it is? Impostors. For two words, triumph and disasters. Can you tell me real meaning of impostor? I know, I can tell you, but I need the answer from your side. Can any one of you? So take this homework. Okay, write it down there on the word homework and search it out in your dictionary. So do you have a pocket dictionary in your pockets or in your home? So everyone should carry one pocket dictionary whenever the English class runs here, because many difficult words comes. Here we are going to explain it. Along with, you have to search that particular word also. What is the exact meaning of that word? What is the related meaning? What is opposite meaning? Why I am telling you to do? Because when you go to higher studies, their vocabulary, fluency and pronunciation given more preference. So how you can develop your vocabulary, fluency and pronunciation by knowing new words each and every day. Understood? Okay, come back to the stanza. Impostors is given to the homework. So here the poet is telling, impostor, both are the impostors, so you have to treat them equally. It doesn't mean that I will be very happy if achievement comes in my life. If something difficult is coming, I will neglect it. I will get away. I will run away. I will not going to face it. So it shouldn't happen in your life. You should be strong, rigid and with willpower to face any challenges in your life, because after all it is a part of the life. Yes or no, student? This is what here the poet says to the sun. Then comes to the another line. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. So here the poet is bringing the alertness. He is bringing, okay, awareness to his son. Hey my son, you should be alert, you should be clever and you should be well aware about the person who wants to put you in the difficult situation. If you know that I am not a guilty, so you should be strong. You shouldn't get feared about this. If someone is trying to put you in the difficult situation in front of the fools, then you should be strong. You should face them, okay, strongly and rigidly, and you should give them answer what is a right and what is a wrong, okay, according to your mind power. This is what the poet is telling to the son. So if you want to hear the truth, so don't depend on those people who wants to bring you down, okay, by speaking some good words in front of you and back to you they were, okay, humiliating you in the group. So it shouldn't happen in your life. You should be aware about these kind of peoples who wants to pull your leg. Understood, student? This is what I want to say, or the poet wants to say. Then comes the last two lines of the stanza. Or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stop and build them up with worn out tools. So you should watch all the things. Yes, you should watch all the things what you have given up in your life, what you have given up in your life, and one day you should compulsory achieve it. One day you should compulsory achieve it. This is what the poet is telling to the son. And build up with worn out tools. What it means? Rebuild your projects and rebuild your life again when necessary. So student, in the last two lines, the poet is telling to his son, hey my son, I know in everyone's life there were many hobbies, there were many interests, there were, okay, many activities, and everyone have their own aim, own goals, own hobbies, own interests, okay, their own liking. So you should take care about this. If you want to achieve your goal, if your goal is so high, so you couldn't bear too much of time for spending some unnecessary work. So you should give some attention to your goal. After achieving your path, achieving your goal, then what you have to do? Then you should give some time what you didn't did in your life. So you should give some time for that hobbies, for that interest. So this is what the poet is telling to the son, that don't lead a life such a boring. So you should enjoy each and every single moment of your life. So your life should be an example for many people. This is what the poet wants to say to the son with the help of the second stanza of this poem. So student, here what we have discussed, we discussed a very deep meaning about the second stanza, which is written by Rudyard Kipling to his son. In the last two lines, we have discussed a very interesting thing. See, I am going to give the meaning and the definition of the last two lines with the help of the small example. Let's speak in Hindi. आप सभी को पता होगा, जो हमारे कर्नाटका के आईपीएस हैं, इंडियन पुलिस सर्विसेज में एसपी हैं, सुप्रिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस, उनका नाम है रवि डी चन्नौर। तो उनका एक जो लाइफ था, बहुत ही मिडिल क्लास का लाइफ था। उन्होंने अपनी ज़िंदगी एक ऐसे ही साधारण परिवार में बिताया और उनका जो एम था, उनका जो गोल था, मैं अपने लाइफ में कुछ बड़ा करना चाहता हूँ, मैं अपने लाइफ में एक बड़ा आदमी बनना चाहता हूँ। जब भी मैं किसी भी गली से या किसी भी जगह से गुजरूं तो मुझे 2 और 3 लोग देखकर बोले, हाँ ये उसका बेटा है, इसने कुछ अपने लाइफ में बड़ा काम किया है। तो एक रवि डी चन्नौर एक ऐसे रोल मॉडल बने सभी यूथ को, जो उन्होंने एक छोटे से परिवार से, एक किसान के परिवार से उभर कर एक बड़े से अफसर बने हमारे गवर्नमेंट सर्विस में, और वह अभी सर्विस कर रहे हैं और अपना सर्विस और अपना सेवा कर्नाटका सरकार को अर्पित कर रहे हैं, भारतीय सरकार को अर्पित कर रहे हैं। जहाँ पे भी वो पोस्टेड होते हैं वहाँ खुशहाली और शांतिपूर्वक कार्य का निर्माण होता जा रहा है। तो मैं उनके बारे में इसलिए बता रहा हूँ आपको, उन्होंने अपने लाइफ में बहुत कुछ सेक्रीफाइस किया है। जब उनका इंटरव्यू लिया जा रहा था टेलीविज़न पर, एक चैनल होगा, आपको शायद पता होगा, तो चैनल यूजुअली कन्नड़ा में था, तो मैं कन्नड़ा बोल सकता हूँ, अंडरस्टैंड कर सकता हूँ, कोई इश्यू नहीं है। तो वहाँ बता रहे थे, मेरे लाइफ में मैंने बहुत कुछ सेक्रीफाइस किया है, यहाँ तक मैंने आइसक्रीम को भी सेक्रीफाइस किया है, यहाँ तक मैंने मेरे दिल को अच्छे लगने वाले, मेरे दिल को संतुष्ट करने वाली चीज़ों को भी सेक्रीफाइस किया है, और मैंने उन चीज़ों को एक डायरी में लिखा है, एक डायरी में उन चीज़ों को लिखा है। आज मैं आइसक्रीम खाना चाहता हूँ पर मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मेरी क्लास है, कौन सी क्लास? माइट बी इंग्लिश क्लास है, तो मुझे अटेंड करना है, तो आइसक्रीम खाना मेरे लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है। तो उन्होंने क्या किया? ऑन 18th of August 2021 at, yes, what's the time? At 3:05 p.m. I want to eat ice cream, but due to my English class I couldn't able to eat it. So he written in his diary and he sacrificed his ice cream for English class and he went for study. When he became IPS SP and he got the stars, a golden stars over his shoulder, he came outside and he told, now I am here, now I am here, now I am free, I have some responsibility but I accomplished in my life, now I can eat that ice cream. Understood, student? What is the morality of the last two lines of the poem? Here the poet is telling to the son, son, you should do each and everything in your life which is legal, which is good, which shouldn't disturb others. But after achieving your aim, enjoy each and everything in your life. Don't let anything as it is. This is what we are going to learn here from this poem. So student, what we have discussed from this poem, let's quickly revise. See here, some points are given on the board. See, with this stanza we have discussed, don't make dreams your master. Don't make the dreams your master. Think but don't make them your aims. You have to think but don't make them your aims. If meat with any difficulties or achievement. Difficulties is here disaster, achievement is here triumph. Then treat both same. All right. Watch what you given for your life. Rebuild your life and your aim. This is what we have discussed in this stanza. So student, watch this video from the beginning till last. Okay, make some proper notes in your literature notebook. Send me there in the WhatsApp. Along with whatever we have written here on the board, it should also be written there on the literature notebook. And student, post term 1 examination is coming. Today I left it the syllabus paper, so watch it out. Write it down in A4 size paper, paste it in your notebook. So while preparing for the English exam, so that syllabus will be there in front of you, so you shouldn't get diverted to another portion. So whatever the ma'am have taught you, even I have discussed, each and everything is coming there in the portion. So the question which is related to the exercise, it should also study it properly. So any doubts related to anything, you are free to WhatsApp me in my WhatsApp number. So student, for the time being, take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.